The Prime Minister of Tooro Kingdom, Calvin Armstrong Romire, has broken silence on the state of Kampala for Porto Highway. Yes, this comes after the tragic death of our son, that is Mr. Kenneth Kaijuka Amooti. Before we go to the statement of Calvin Armstrong Romire, this is I want to share my personal experience about this road, because this road, actually, if you have a car, if you have a vehicle, don't give it to a person to drive it along this road unless you have a very clear and precise experience on the driving, on the way that person drives you, or that person drives on the road, his driving skills. Make sure you know all, you understand all our driving skills on this road, because this road, you cannot travel on this road 10 kilometers without finding someone stuck on this road. You have to meet vehicles, lorries, trailers, every type of car stuck on this road every day. Drones, taxis, public transport, private, they all get stuck on this road. Reason why? Potholes. When you look at this road, imagine this is the road actually we're going to have conversation about. You see? Potholes. This road has been proposed to be constructed or to be repaired for years. It was proposed to be repaired for years. They just repair 1 kilometer, half a kilometer, they stop. It has taken years. Years. And I remember the president, when he was campaigning in Tooro, campaigning in Tayebwa, he spoke about this road, that they made a very big mistake to construct new roads and leave these roads to be in this kind of situation. So he directed, I remember even the former Speaker of Parliament, Anita Among, at Mpango coronation in Tooro Kingdom, she came and reiterated that, you know what, the government must borrow by all means to see that they work on this road, because the people of Tooro, they vote NRM 99%. This is very unfortunate to be happening in Tooro. And it is very unfortunate that when people they are voting, they go in a competition. How many percent will you get? For NRM will get 90%. Change how many? 80. Fort Porto, how many? As for us, we will have to raise 99. Bunyanga, for us, Bunyangabo, the president has done this and that, we have to get 70 or 95. Like, they vote in competition. And now, according to the Prime Minister, he says, we have been taken for granted because we don't deserve this. We are tired of burying our children. We are tired of making sweet statements on the burial. We are tired of condolence messages. We are tired of seeing orphans. We are tired of parents losing their sons, their daughters. We are tired of living. By the way, people take this life serious and serious at some point. But there are people, we find in a community there is one individual who is building even not only but building a nation. Because if someone is paying school fees for like 50 children, 50 students, it's paying for people, those who are at universities, paying for those who are in secondary schools, paying for those in the primaries, you find he's paying, when he gets his salary or maybe his earnings, he has to remove that cash money. This is for school fees for Ugandan children. He puts that money somewhere, and that money is for school fees. You find he's paying like every term tuition, paying like 50 million, paying like 50 million or 100 million. Imagine that person if that person dies. So that person, you find, is holding a community, not only holding a community, but is holding or building a nation. And this is where we are coming. And that's why even I want to speak on the statement of Calvin Armstrong, the Prime Minister of Tooro Kingdom. Because we are losing our sons, we are losing our community as Tooro, we are losing as a nation. You find someone is holding a very big position in government, he dies. What next? The community suffers. So, we need to speak plainly, as the Right Honourable Prime Minister has said, that Tooro, we have been taken for granted. Yes, look, this is the region, this road connects Tooro, Kasese, DRC to the entire Uganda. If actually you're going to Nairobi from Kasese, you have to use this road. I one time saw a trailer, a trailer like just hit a pothole and the tire changed the direction. Imagine a tire of a trailer changing the direction facing to east or facing to west when it is moving. Instead of facing upward, change direction to facing in the other direction after hitting a pothole. And I asked myself, really, have you seen the impact? I have seen these things with my eyes. I just like 2 days back, I were from the barrio with someone, and we saw a Subaru Forester. I don't know how just actually it jumped into the other swamp. Jumping from the road, like how many meters can I say? Like 50 meters. 50 meters from the road. Do you know what? This road needs to be worked on. Absolutely. The Right Honourable Speaker, Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tayebwa, said yes, they acknowledge the mistakes and the delays of this road. But he assured that this road will be worked on. But when? When are people going to die? And the man sang these things. The more people will continue to die. The more will continue to die. The more will continue to die. Absolutely. This is not a good thing. Okay? So let us first look at the statement by the Prime Minister of Tooro, Calvin Armstrong Womire. Thomas Tayebwa, Right Honourable Deputy Speaker of Parliament. Right Honourable Deputy Speaker. This is his statement. After attending the funeral service of Mr. Kenneth Kaijuka Amooti, son of our brother and elder Mzee Chris Kaijuka Amooti, you wrote a compelling message of condolence to the family and made a public apology for the state of the Kampala Footport Highway, which has suddenly become a death trap and increasingly a corridor of death. This is a death trap. Actually, if someone is moving on this road, is moving as if he's moving in a coffin. For those who have big cars, at least for them, they are somehow saved, spared. Maybe if you have your V8, those with lead cars, at least. But I'm telling you, there is a problem with these small cars. Hey, my friend. So, let's continue. As the people of Tooro, we acknowledge and appreciate your apology and your honest recognition of the failures and delays on this road. But we must also speak plainly. The statistics are wrong, the optics are wrong, and the message being sent to our people is wrong. For far too long, the people of Tooro have felt taken for granted. For too long, for far too long. The people of Tooro have felt taken for granted. We feel we are being taken for granted because we should be the biggest shareholders of the biggest share on the national cake. Because voting 99%. But anyway, if a mother, me, I'm imagining a mother of twins, if the twins are crying, if one twin is crying and one is not crying, who should take the first priority? The one who is crying should be breastfed first. So, hey, akubanza kuchwa niwo kuibera atakuchwa nomanza nomuleka bona kwa bali barongo. Anyway, let's proceed with the statement. For far too long, the people of Tooro have felt taken for granted. We have listened to promises, explanations, and deadlines, while the condition of this important road continues to put lives at risk. The tragic death of Kenneth Kaijuka Amooti is another painful reminder that behind every statistic is a human life, a family, and a community left grieving. I told you, I extend my deepest condolences to Mzee Chris Kaijuka, the entire Kaijuka family, and everyone mourning Kenneth. We also mourn his long-serving driver and extend our sympathies to his family. We thank God that the 4 children survived this terrible accident, and we pray for their full and speedy recovery. The tragedy could have been even greater. Right, Honorable Deputy Speaker? The time for words and the promises is over. The time for action before more lives are lost is now. Our people have had deadlines before. We acknowledge the assurances that April 2027 is the final deadline. But another deadline alone will not reassure them. We need to see work happening. They need accountability. They need urgency. Above all, they need a road that is safe. Before another child becomes an orphan, before another parent loses a son or daughter, and before another family is forced to bury a loved one, something must change. This road is a vital link between Tooro and the rest of the country. It should bring trade, tourism, investment, and development to our region. It should not be associated with preventable. It should not be associated with preventable death, endless delays, and broken promises. Government has acknowledged that mistakes have been made. What matters now is correcting them. Let us see the contractors working. Let us see the dangerous sections addressed urgently. Let us see clear accountability for the timelines that have been given. Tooro has waited long enough. As Tooro Kingdom, we remain ready to work constructively with government and all stakeholders, but we also have a responsibility to speak for our people when their safety, dignity, and lives are at stake. May Kenneth Kaijuka Amooti and his driver rest in eternal peace. May God comfort their families and all families that have lost loved ones on this road. May the children caught up in this carnage heal both physically and mentally. May the lives lost on this road strengthen our collective resolve to act now so that no more lives are needlessly lost. That's the statement of Calvin Armstrong Ramire, the Prime Minister of Tooro Kingdom. That's the road. So we pray government should act. Pray the government can act to see that at least they work on this road. They finish this road for sure. Even if Deputy Speaker said Tayebwa said they suppose even if where roads are worked on, people are getting accidents, but at least accidents are deriving from different challenges. For instance, a vehicle may mechanically get a problem on the road. You may hit a pothole and the vehicle may hit something different. A tire may burst. So, to me, at least let us have good roads and then we see how we can mitigate the can mitigate accidents. Because even if you say now you are getting accidents, but even on good roads, but at least let's first have good roads. Yes. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of CTV. Then, for us, we're here to amplify voices. That's why we say this is a platform for you. This is your platform, and these are words of. This is a statement of the Prime Minister of Tooro Kingdom speaking. I really think we don't deserve this. Honestly speaking, we don't deserve this as Tooro Kingdom. Truth be told, as the people of Tooro, they don't deserve this. If it is a punishment for Tooro, then we are done. We are done. We are done. We may not get the donations, the sacks of money given to ghetto circles. We may not be in those initiatives, the Kampala initiatives, the ghetto initiatives, but at least let's have good roads for our people. Let's have good so that we can make money, we can try to survive, and they make our own money. But when you have good roads, yes, we may not be gifted, we may not be given, we may not be donated to like those people that are receiving, but at least let's have these services. Let our people have these good means of movement. Thank you. And make sure you share this message to the people.